This podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only. It is not medical advice. Please consult a qualified healthcare professional before making any health or lifestyle changes. Welcome to the Happy Healthy Her podcast, your go-to space for real talk, inspiration, and laughter as we navigate life as a woman. Let's dive in.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Happy Healthy Her podcast, a show for women over 40 who want real-world tips and natural health tools to navigate this wild chapter of life. From what should be on your plate to getting back your sex life and all the wonderfully awkward things that no one warned us about. We cover it all on this show. So I am Tracy Mail, your host for today. I am a health empowerment coach, helping women over 35 move through migraines, deep exhaustion, stubborn weight gain, full body aches and pains, and the infamous, I just don't feel like myself anymore. So I've been there, and now I'd like to help women find their way back to that version of themselves that feels familiar, strong, and alive again. So, and for today, as always, I'm joined by my amazing friend and co-host, Lorraine. Unfortunately, Cynthia is not able to make it today, but Lorraine, please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lorraine Keim. I'm a empowerment and mindset wellness coach. I guide women to live more authentically using self-discovery and self-healing strategies.
Nice, beautiful. Thanks so much, Lorraine. And on today's episode, we're diving into a topic that so many women feel intuitively drawn to, even if they're not totally sure why, that energetic wisdom of the body. Our guest is someone who has spent over 30 years helping people reconnect that wisdom. Banya Lim is a spiritual acupuncturist, energy coach, and the creator of the Chi Mastery System, a transformational method that helps people clear energetic blockages, unlock their body's messages, and create healing in their health, relationships, and even their careers. So she built her entire life, including her health, rebuilt her entire life, including her health, using this system. Her story is powerful and her work is even more so. So, Banya, welcome to the show. We're so excited for this conversation. So let's get started right at the beginning here. For listeners meeting you for the first time, can you share your background and, the kind of work that you do?
My name is Banya Lim. I'm an acupuncturist, energy coach, and creator of Chi Mastery System. Chi Mastery System is basically about tuning into your own body and aligning with your own energy and own wisdom to find a way to unblocking your energetical blockages so you can be aligned with your vision and goals. It could be your health, a relationship, or leadership, or business. And so it is about really going back to your natural flow and nothing's forced, but allowing things to happen and where naturally intended.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. That is good. Lorraine, did you have a question?
Yes, Banya, you mentioned that you help people with flow, return, like feel them like themselves again. And we all need that. I just love that. So for someone who isn't yet confident in understanding or assessing themselves internally, how might they recognize that they're becoming disconnected or notice those early signs in real time before it turns into something bigger?
I think key is always starting with the awareness of the body, awareness of what is going on in the body. And I feel that this is something that we haven't learned or we haven't taught since we are young. If anything happens, or if we had any questions, or if we want to find answers to anything, no adults while we are growing up told us to listen to your body. No one told us that, but this is where all the answers and keys that rely. But I think the very first step is just being aware of the energy within your body. Whatever the dominant emotion that might be, let's say I'm worrying about my son. It could be about I have a fear of losing my house. I don't know if I can pay my mortgage. Whatever whatever the dominant thought that's relating to emotion, when you tune into your own body, there is an energetical signature within. And literally, I say there's a zip code that's related to that. And when you find that space, when you find the location within your body, give yourself to just be in tune with that and allow that energy to be there without any stories and without any thoughts that are related to that. When you allow that energy to be in your body without any stories and give it a space, interestingly, it will start to dissipate. I think the main issues of a human being, we tend to hold on to things. One client jokingly said that only difference between humans and animals that is that we have relationships and we have in-laws, something like that. Animals don't have that, and that's why they're not as stressed as we are. And then they tend to shake away that negative energy very quickly. So this is why they don't tend to have a chronic illnesses in the body. I heard that more and more domestic animals tend to have chronic illnesses when they start living with the humans. But when they were out in the nature, they don't really have that. I think it has because of connection and relationship to energy that we hold on to. And energy has a signature that connected to emotion based on our thoughts. And that's the base of acupuncture and oriental medicine. Every thought create emotion, and emotion creates a specific energy, and that energy either gets stuck in the body or move through the body. But when it's negative, it tends to linger within the body, and it creates a blockages in the energy channel, or we call that meridians. So what acupuncture try to do is basically go to the specific spot to the needle to open up the channel. But when we start to have awareness within our body, that's beginning of everything. And just stop, pause, and breathe and feel that energy signature within your body, because I believe the power and wisdom of the body. When you allow that to have awareness within the body, we are not only be able to move that energy, but we also have awareness where that come from and what to do with it. So I would say that would be the very first step that anyone should try.
Nice.
Thank you. Yes.
I just love how grounded and personal this all is. It's very, very cool. So now that we know what you do, let's discuss why this approach works so powerfully. Okay. And I know you just touched on that a little bit, but let's get a little deeper. You blend the somatic work, energy work, meditation, and meridian theory, which is fantastic. Why do these pieces work so well together, and why is chi mastery so important right now?
Mm-hmm. One of the things that I want to quickly share with you, I wasn't born here, I was born in Korea and came here, and when I was old, I really believe nothing happens for a reason. I really believe everything happens for a reason. And I really believe in the greater align of the stars and moons and in zodiac. And I really believe that I was brought here to really bridge the Western medicine, Western way of thinking and an Eastern way of thinking. The somatic awareness has been incorporated in psychology, modern Western psychology already, and perhaps it's not a mainstream, but it's there. And when people start to explore this more and more, But this has been with us through acupuncture and Oriental medicine. We just haven't found a way to scientifically describe it or explain things. So I've been practicing acupuncture for 30 years, and I've been actually working with the people about body awareness and somatic work without realizing actually there's a part in psychology has been exploring this and talking about this. So when I delve into it, I realized we actually talking about the same thing, but with a different language, different words, and different way of approaching it. So when I kind of infused it, this is how chi mastery came about. So earlier I said that when we have a dominant emotion, we have this energetic signature within the body. And the energetic signature is very much connected to very old story that we are holding in the body. And if it's heavy and negative, it creates the energetical blockages in the meridian system. And if you leave it long enough, more specifically, if you have the negative emotion long enough, the blockage will last long and then eventually turn into something much more serious. It could be just pain, but it could turn into certain disease as well. So like I said earlier, acupuncture is going to do a specific area to open them up, but there's a deeper work we can do through somatic awareness, through I do guided meditation to actually guide people to go to there and see what's underneath that pain. It could be not only physical pain, but emotional pain. And when we go there to really look at it, when you just give it a space to that energy, like I said, sometimes it just dissipates on its own. But you can actually start having different relationship with it and different dialogue with that. And not only that, whatever that negative emotion or negative energetical blockage is there within your body, there is something opposite that also exists within your body. Let's say, I'm not good enough. And then you find the energetic signature within the body. And what is opposite to it? I am good. I am powerful. And there's energetic signature within the body as well. And you let them have a conversation with that. This is just one way to do the chi mastery system. But once you start having this awareness, you can find a way to get to the root of the issue and you can be able to heal from the root. This whole thing really came about is that while I was practicing acupuncture, I really want to say I really love what I do and I still do. But sometimes some people keep coming back with the same symptoms. They get better and they're completely off from whatever the condition they were suffering from. But a month later, sometimes a year later, they'll come back. I realized it wasn't because they haven't changed. They were same lifestyle, same work environment, same relationship, same way of thinking, and same way of dealing with their pain. And I realized unless we go down to the root of it, we are not really doing the whole healing on a whole level. So this is how it came about, just asking questions to my clients. There's a relationship between this and your thought and your emotion. In the beginning of my practice, I really didn't know where to go, how to direct. So I would just give them homework. There's a connection. I want you to think about it. It was amazing how people come back with their own answers. The day one client started to have a back pain was when he thought he was going to lose his custody of his children because he was going through the divorce. And that backside of the body is related to bladder channel. Bladder channel is connected to emotion, fear. So when you're under a lot of fear, it starts blocking the energy on the meridians, which is on the backside of the body. And that's how the back pain started. So from there, I start working with people in a deeper level and releasing that energetical signature point, and the pain, the body just healed itself.
It is absolutely insane to me how, because it works. You see it work. I love that. Energy
Right.
it's all we are. We are all energy, and it's so powerful. Oh, I just love this stuff. Okay, sorry. Lorraine, you have a question?
Yes, this is very much like what I do. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, and you do find that when someone is presenting with difficulty, with challenges, that sometimes they hold on to it with their body. Sometimes they're in a state that they can't get beyond. And so a guided meditation or something like hypnotherapy, one of the modalities that if you can relax somebody and you can really get them to that state where their awareness is hypersensitive, then they do find their own way to
Mhm.
those areas that need the most healing. And that's why I call it self-healing when I talk about it, because we're just guiding them to their own, direct them to their own healing. And then when it dissipates, then they feel better, their body feels better, they're lighter, they're clearer, and and it really is remarkable when you do something like that. So it, as you've said, I believe I read, your body always reveals the truth. And that is what it will do if you give it that space, that time, that awareness.
Mhm.
In your experience, how do you help women identify those emotional states that they might be unintentionally looking over? Is there something beyond just guiding them in a meditation? Are there some preparatory steps that you do to kind of turn their awareness on, or focus their attention? And also for women that might be a little less used to these emotional or energy based methodologies, they're more thinking oriented or they're more analytical or logic based. What is a supportive or gentle way of guidance that you could give them so
Mhm.
that they learn how to trust their body and what their body is communicating to them?
Great question. Great question. So based on acupuncture and martial arts, the key to be grounded and gathering energy within the body is always about coming back to the body,
Mm,
not in the head, and bring it back down to the body. And there's a very important energy spot within the body. It's right below your belly button. We call in Asia, we call it dantian or danjon, or in Japan they call it hara. And all the martial arts and meditation geared towards focus on this very specific spot. And I think chakra system is the second chakra.
mm,
And also this is also very important energy spot and energy acupuncture point. There are 365 main acupuncture points in the body. Out of 365, this point is one of the most important one. And the key is to bring your energy into this area. When I say bring your energy into that spot, people sometimes don't know, understand what that is. And just
Mhm.
basically bring your awareness on this in that spot. If you still don't know what that means, just literally put your hand there and just slightly press that area. And if still that doesn't work, and tap. And if that still doesn't work, and pound that area. That there's actual qigong practice to just pounding that spot. By doing that, you bring your energy back into the body, more specifically to your dantian in that area or hara area. Energy goes where your mind goes, as we all know, right? When you
mm,
literally physically do an action to focus on that area, your mind will go there. When your mind go there, energy will go there. So in the beginning, we need a little bit of discipline to practice this until to the point that that's all you want to do because it feels so good to be
Mhm.
in that dantian or the center of your body. So I
Awesome.
sometimes guide people to do this qigong exercise, very simple to do. A qigong exercise and movement to bring energy into the spot. And I remember one of my clients had to go do a very important meeting in front of thousands of people. I think it was physically 200 and they were online about 3,000. And she was just nervous, Raglan, and she would start actually having like shakes in the body. And this this technique, this method actually helped her to really ground it in the body. And she only did that. She went to the bathroom and just tapped on her dantian for 5 minutes.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's something, right? Because stress and everything is just taking over,
Yeah.
especially
Just
for women, but
try
the
it. Just
world, it's
tap it and
so
put your
crazy.
hand there, and it works.
That's right below the belly button, you said?
Yes. And if you go to YouTube or Google, you can find all kinds of like simple exercises to do because this is a very ancient practice. And I
Hmm.
think it's just beginning to get known in West.
Mm.
I love that. I've never heard of that hitting
Yeah.
that spot. So that's new to me. I love that. Yeah, that's interesting. Very good. All right. Well, thank you so much. Um, I love that you're taking something that feels very mysterious and making it incredibly practical. So that's fantastic. And that brings me to what every woman listening probably wants to know. So, for those women who are curious about chi or body awareness, but isn't just sure where to start, what are some simple ways other than hitting on your medium section there under your belly button?
Or in Chinese, they call it dantian. Um,
Dantian? Dantian.
dantian. In Korean, they call danjan. Japanese, they call it hara. And all
Mhm.
the martial arts in Japan, if you go to martial arts school, you keep hearing hara, because
Hara.
they instructor want you to focus there because that's where the power
Okay.
comes from.
Hara. Hara
Yes.
and Dantian. Okay, thank you. Sorry,
Yeah.
I just didn't know the exact name of it. Beautiful. So anybody that's wondering how to get started with all of that, what are some simple ways and they can begin working with their energy today?
Mm.
What are some things? Yeah.
Earlier, I mentioned about whatever the dominant emotion, there is
Mhm.
an energetic signature within the body, right?
Mhm.
So whatever you are dealing with right now. Most of the time, people spend a lot of time trying to figure things out or get stuck in certain ideas or having certain reaction and have a hard time getting out of it. Whatever the dominant emotion, find the energetic signature within the body. Going back to what I described to you earlier, it's similar to what I said earlier, but just give that a space. Just pause, breathe. An important thing is breathing through your nose and breathe out through your mouth, but making the exhalation longer than the inhalation. And when you breathe in, imagine you bring it all the way down to again to your lower abdomen. So you don't breathe through. So I don't know if it's a Tibetan practice, but it's definitely from my practice as well. We believe that as a person get older, and when people get disease, their breathing start to come up, up, come up to the neck. If you
Mhm.
see babies, they naturally you can see the
Their
belly going
belly.
up and down softly. They
Mhm.
naturally breathe through their abdomen. But as we get older, we start to bring
Mhm.
Mhm.
upper stomach, chest, eventually neck and here. This is why people who in the last stage in their life, the breath is very shallow and here.
Mm.
So just consciously trying to breathe deeper and bring it all the way down to your dantian and hold it there and breathe out slowly. And when you breathe out, making it longer. This is one of the simplest things you can do.
Okay. I
And
love
all your
that.
nervousness will disappear. You will have a clarity and align with energy.
So, kind of on a follow up with that one, with most people, right, especially women, we have baggage and these things that are deep in our souls, right? Just they've hooked onto our nervous systems and they're in there. So anything you go to pick up a phone or whatever your stress thing is, and this is fantastic. You hit your denchi and you do your deep breathing and you're good in that moment. And then you go out and it's like, boom, it smacks you in the face again. Like,
Mhm.
how long does it take, or how do you get that out of there? Like that deep internal built-in thing you've been dealing with your entire life to finally, I know you say recognize it. And
Yes,
I'll stop talking, let you speak,
yes,
but yeah, go.
yes, good. Yes, the key is be able to practice every day to carry throughout your day. And eventually you'll get easier and easier. And because it is you, it's already part of you, it will naturally flow. And until it becomes a habit, what can we do when we are hit with this?
Right.
Well, we cannot, what do we do with it? So usually we deal with the difficulties because of certain thoughts in our mind, certain patterns of thoughts, and we can get lost in it. And the breathing through the dantian, breathing through your nose, and all of this, nothing works. I get
Yeah.
that. So whatever that thought is, know that that thought is not you. It's just thought.
All right.
Thoughts are not you. It's completely separate from you. It's just cloud passing through the sky. It's the water down to the stream.
Nice.
Try not to do four things when you're in it. Try not to identify with it. Try not to judge it. Try not to suppress it. Try not to actively get rid of it. No, basically, don't do any of it.
Anything. Okay. Exactly.
Well, that ties in beautiful with the question that I was going to ask. But before I ask that, I want to say that you've inspired me to start making it a routine. And I'm just going to visualize this for those that are listening, because this is what popped into my mind. And I have always naturally been a more shallow breather. I don't like it. I don't even realize it. I actively have to catch myself and start breathing deeper, having my stomach fill up and go down. And I have to be very intentional about it in order to breathe what I imagine is more proper. So what this has inspired me to do is I want to most likely wake up, come in my office, and lay down on the ground on my yoga pad or something, and just spend time focusing on that dantian area and breathing very deeply so that my entire abdomen fills up, and then intentionally exhaling longer, as you had said, and do this for some time, at least, 5 minutes or more, and get into that rhythm and hopefully train my body and my nervous system and the somatic areas and everything to remember that this is the natural breath that I should have, especially now that I'm older. I certainly don't want to get to that place where I'm just breathing
I
from
know, right?
here. So I kind of wanted to get that visual out. So you did
Nice.
speak a little bit about it. So my question was, what if someone or women tries this practice of awareness and breathing and doesn't really feel like it's working, or they, you know, they feel like nothing's happening, or they don't understand it and they can't really get on it. So what type of mindset or reminder do you want them to know so they don't assume it's just not working, I can't do it, and they give up too soon?
Good question. Especially when you think that things are not working, it is working. Consistency is so much more important than how long you do it and how much do it. When you just be consistent with it, or it builds up always, always. But that mindful practice is not about, it's not an activity, but it is about relationship, the relationship with ourselves. So I want people to really change the perception about what meditation, what anything mindful practice is. We haven't really had a relationship with ourselves. We have a relationship with lovers and friends and colleagues and things like that, but we have been running away from ourselves all our lives. And the mindful practice is about building a relationship with ourselves. So you don't have to do anything in the beginning if you don't want to. Just sit with yourself. You don't even have to have a straight back and put your fingers like this and say Om. None of that. Just sit with yourself and imagine you are having a dialogue with yourself. Like, how are you, Jane? Okay, I'm just checking in. And just be with yourself. Just 5 minutes, fine. More, that's great. And just do that every day, and it builds up. I promise you, consistency is important. It builds up, even though you have a monkey mind, there's not everything, not so much going, feel like nothing's happening. I swear to you, it builds up, even if you do that 5 minutes, 5 minutes every day.
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you for that. I
Yes.
appreciate it.
Yes. That's such a nice visual. Hey, just asking, how you doing? Well, no, like, look out. No, that is so good. That's good. Especially in this day and age where, we pick up the phone and we expect something to be delivered yesterday, right? So it's, yeah, to be consistent, I think, is the hardest thing in this day and age, right? We've
Yeah.
just been trained. Go, 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 quick, quick, get it now, get it now. I've worked out once, I should be buff. That's just not how it works, right? So I love that. Stay consistent, stay with it. Thank you,
I
thank you, thank you.
always say, sitting with yourself, it could be 30 seconds or even 1 second,
Yeah,
and the kindness to yourself and others never go to waste.
no,
It always builds up. It always comes around.
yeah.
Agreed.
Oh yeah, that's so nice. It's such a nice. Can't wait to do this too. So that's good. Nice, thank you. Good. All right, this is incredible. So before we close out, Banya, if you could leave every woman listening with one empowering thought or tool, something she can carry with her right now, what would that be?
Body holds the wisdom, energy holds the truth, breath is the unlocking, all of this that we're looking for.
Wow, so nice. Thank you. That's awesome. Lorraine, did you want to have any last?
Oh, thank you so much. This was really a
So nice.
wonderful insight into a new
Mhm.
practice that I'm just going to love. And
Mm.
we didn't get a chance to talk about your heritage and how this has been passed on to your family, but I wanted to tell you that I just love that your work honors your heritage and your personal evolution. And it feels like permission for women to honor where they came from and to honor themselves, as you were saying, honoring that relationship and that self care with themselves while still choosing who they want to become. And so I really love that. And thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and your insights today.
Oh, thank you for mentioning that. Yes, everything I've learned is I've learned from my family of healers, especially my mother, who taught me how important it is not only focus on the body, but energy, emotion, and spirit of the person. Because when we work on trying to heal someone, they are not coming here with just meat suit. They are composed of
That's
body,
right.
mind, and soul. And she told me that from very early on. I didn't quite understand when I was young, but I'm learning that more and more as I practice my own work in medicine.
It's so beautiful.
Thank
That's
you.
nice too. It's true, right? Because you can eat all the right stuff, you can exercise, you can sleep, but if your mindset is off and in a negative spot or whatever, you're not going to be healthy. It all works together. It's so important. So
Mhm.
I just love this so much. All right, so this entire conversation has just been so beautiful. A great reminder of how wise the body really is, right? And how powerful we are when we learn how to listen to it, right? So thank you so much, Banya, for sharing your story and your wisdom. Please take a minute and let our listeners know like how to get in touch with you and check out your content if they have more questions.
Yes, I would like to first offer anybody who listening through your platform, I will offer free clarity session. They can
Oh,
go to my
nice.
website, banyalim.com, and sign up for clarity session. It will be about 20-30 minutes, and I will offer that to anyone who's in mentioning your podcast.
Oh,
Oh, wonderful. That's amazing. Thank
that is
you.
very nice. Thank you.
You're
Cool. All
welcome.
right. Well, that's wonderful. As always, you will find all of our contact information along with Banya's, sorry, in the show notes. And if this episode resonated with you, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who might need a little energetic inspiration today. That'd be good. And until next time, remember, in a world where you can be anything, be happy, be healthy, and be kind.
Thanks for tuning in to the Happy Healthy Her podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to share it with anyone you think would benefit from the topics we're discussing. We'd love to hear from you. DM us with your thoughts, comments, or ideas for future episodes. And don't forget to check out the links in our bio if you'd like to connect with any of us or learn more about what we do. Until next time, remember, in a world where you can be anything, be kind, be happy, and be healthy.